My dear friends, not every evil person looks dangerous. Some smile the widest and speak the softest. They don't attack openly, they drain you quietly, piece by piece. At first, they feel helpful, charming, even spiritual or wise. But over time, confusion replaces peace whenever they're near. If someone's presence steals your clarity, your strength, and your joy, pay attention. Evil often hides behind politeness and perfect manners. They study people carefully before revealing intentions. Their kindness feels strategic, not sincere. They ask many questions but share very little. You feel examined, not understood. Compliments come with invisible strings attached. They adapt their personality to whoever stands before them. Consistency is missing in their character. Trust is rushed, not earned. Your intuition quietly warns you early. An evil person avoids accountability at all costs. Mistakes are always someone else's fault. They rewrite history to protect their image. Apologies sound theatrical, not heartfelt. Change is promised but never delivered. They justify harmful actions with clever logic. Truth bends when it threatens their control. They hate being questioned directly. Responsibility feels like an attack to them. Growth is replaced with excuses. They enjoy subtle domination over others. Power matters more than connection. They interrupt, dismiss, or talk over you. Your opinions slowly start to shrink. They frame control as concern. Boundaries offend them deeply. Respect is demanded, not mutual. They test how much they can get away with. Silence is used as punishment. Fear becomes a tool in their hands. Evil people thrive on emotional chaos. They create drama where peace exists. Small issues are magnified intentionally. Conflicts follow them everywhere. They feel energized by tension. Calm environments bore them. They provoke reactions for satisfaction. Your emotions become entertainment. Stability threatens their influence. Disorder keeps them in charge. They slowly isolate you from others. Loved ones are criticized subtly. Support systems are framed as enemies. You are encouraged to rely only on them. Independence weakens their grip. They disguise isolation as protection. Distance grows without clear reasons. Loneliness makes control easier. Your word becomes smaller. Their voice becomes the loudest. Their words and actions rarely align. Promises are broken without concern. Commitments feel temporary to them. They explain away inconsistencies smoothly. Trust erodes little by little. Reliability is missing. You hesitate to depend on them. Hope is used to keep you waiting. Patterns repeat despite warnings. Deception becomes normal behavior. They lack genuine empathy. Pain is acknowledged only when useful. Your suffering becomes inconvenient. They listen but do not feel. Comfort is mechanical, not warm. They mimic emotions they do not possess. Compassion feels rehearsed. They struggle to celebrate others sincerely. Human vulnerability irritates them. Self-interest dominates every response. They show cruelty in small moments. Jokes carry hidden insults. Kindness has sharp edges. They enjoy subtle humiliation. Sarcasm replaces honesty. Discomfort is dismissed as humor. Power is asserted quietly. Pain is delivered indirectly. They deny harmful intent. Cruelty hides in details. They struggle with genuine joy. Happiness feels forced around them. Laughter lacks warmth. Celebrations feel hollow. Peace makes them restless. Contentment feels unfamiliar. They seek stimulation constantly. Stillness exposes emptiness. Noise distracts from inner void. Joy feels threatening to them. They justify harmful choices easily. Morals shift to suit convenience. Ethics bend under pressure. Rules apply differently to them. They feel entitled to exceptions. Conscience is negotiable. Right and wrong blur. Self-benefit guides decisions. Values change with advantage. Integrity is optional. They fear being truly known. Vulnerability feels dangerous to them. Depth is avoided intentionally. Surface-level connection is preferred. Intimacy threatens control. They deflect personal questions. Walls remain firmly built. Distance protects their secrets. Authenticity feels unsafe. Exposure equals loss of power. They drain energy from others. After interactions, you feel tired. Motivation slowly fades. Emotional heaviness lingers. Joy decreases over time. Your spirit feels dimmer. Presence feels burdensome. Peace disappears around them. Balance is disrupted. Energy feeds their influence. Evil reveals itself through patterns, not moments. Consistency exposes true character. Time removes every mask. Your intuition notices before logic. Peace leaves before danger appears. Listen to inner warnings. Distance restores clarity. Goodness never steals your light. Protection begins with awareness. Discernment is your strongest defense. They twist kindness into weakness. Your forgiveness becomes permission. Mercy is exploited, not respected. They repeat harm without remorse. Grace invites more manipulation. They see patience as opportunity. Limits confuse them. They mistake silence for surrender. Your goodness fuels their behavior. Discernment restores balance. They thrive on superiority. Looking down on others feels natural. Humility is absent. They mock what they cannot control. Ego drives every interaction. Listening feels beneath them. Learning threatens their pride. They assume they're always right. Correction feels insulting. Pride blinds their judgment. They rewrite moral narratives. Wrong becomes justified easily. Intent matters more than impact to them. Harm is minimized verbally. Victims are blamed subtly. Language is used to confuse truth. They sound reasonable while lying. Logic masks cruelty. Ethics are bent creatively. Truth becomes negotiable. They create dependency intentionally. You are trained to doubt yourself. Decision-making shifts to them. Confidence erodes slowly. Approval becomes addictive. Autonomy feels risky. They position themselves as saviors. Rescue replaces empowerment. Freedom threatens their role. Dependence keeps them relevant. They punish honesty. Truth leads to conflict. Silence feels safer than speaking. Expression is discouraged subtly. Fear replaces openness. They reward compliance. Dissent brings consequences. Agreement feels mandatory. Authenticity becomes dangerous. Control grows through fear. They blur spiritual or moral language. Authority is claimed without accountability. God values or principles are misused. Obedience is demanded, not inspired. Questioning is labeled rebellion. Faith becomes a weapon. Fear replaces wisdom. Spiritual language masks ego. Control hides behind righteousness. True faith never enslaves. They avoid long-term consistency. Short-term charm is prioritized. Sustained effort feels exhausting. They lose interest once control is gained. Relationships feel transactional. Usefulness defines worth. Depth is replaced with convenience. Commitment feels optional. Loyalty is one-sided. Longevity exposes their nature. They react strongly to exposure. Truth threatens their structure. Defensiveness rises instantly. Anger replaces dialogue. Victimhood is performed. Blame shifts aggressively. Reputation becomes obsession. Damage control overrides honesty. Exposure feels catastrophic. Light dissolves their power. They confuse intensity with intimacy. Fast bonding feels unnatural. Trust is rushed prematurely. Boundaries are skipped. Connection feels overwhelming. Emotional speed replaces depth. You feel pulled, not grounded. Urgency replaces patience. Healthy pacing is mocked. Speed hides manipulation. They resist mutual growth. Partnership feels one-sided. Your improvement threatens hierarchy. Equality feels uncomfortable. They prefer imbalance. Power dynamics are protected. Mutual respect is avoided. Dominance feels safer. Shared strength scares them. Control replaces collaboration. They detach easily after harm. Consequences feel distant to them. Emotional impact is ignored. Repair feels unnecessary. Closure is avoided. They move on without reflection. Pain is left unresolved. Responsibility fades quickly. Empathy does not linger. Disconnection protects their ego. They enjoy subtle fear. Intimidation feels empowering. Uncertainty keeps you alert. Comfort is destabilized intentionally. You walk on eggshells. Mood shifts feel unpredictable. Safety feels conditional. Anxiety replaces peace. Control thrives in fear. Calm weakens their influence. They frame resistance as betrayal. Self-respect feels rebellious. Independence creates tension. Distance is punished. Compliance is rewarded. Freedom threatens attachment. They confuse loyalty with obedience. Choice feels costly. Autonomy invites conflict. Control demands submission. They lack gratitude. Entitlement dominates perspective. Effort from others is expected. Appreciation feels rare. Giving is taken for granted. They notice what is missing. Enough is never enough. Satisfaction feels unreachable. Contentment escapes them. Gratitude would weaken entitlement. They exploit vulnerability. Your honesty becomes ammunition. Weak moments are remembered. Trust is stored for later use. Secrets are not sacred. Pain becomes leverage. Safety disappears after sharing. Openness invites harm. They weaponize intimacy. Trust must be earned slowly. They distort love into possession. Care becomes control. Protection feels restrictive. Concern limits freedom. Affection demands compliance. Love feels conditional. Choice feels reduced. Attachment replaces respect. True love empowers. Possession reveals insecurity. They avoid accountability through charm. Smiles deflect confrontation. Humor softens serious harm. Charisma distracts truth. They disarm criticism socially. Image repairs faster than character. Performance replaces integrity. People excuse their behavior. Charm becomes armor. Truth sees beyond charisma. They resent your inner peace. Stability feels foreign to them. Your calm exposes their chaos. They provoke reactions deliberately. Stillness unsettles them. Peace removes leverage. Drama restores relevance. They stir emotions intentionally. Calm threatens manipulation. Peace is protection. They leave confusion behind. Clarity fades after interaction. Questions outweigh answers. Mixed signals dominate. Certainty disappears. Understanding feels delayed. Mental fog lingers. Confusion becomes normal. Clarity breaks control. Confusion sustains power. Evil is revealed through impact, not intention. Watch how you change around them. Energy never lies. Peace is the compass. Distance brings healing. Awareness restores strength. You are allowed to choose safety. Goodness never demands self-betrayal. Wisdom protects your soul. Light always exposes darkness. They distort kindness into obligation. Your generosity becomes expected. Giving turns into duty. Refusal invites criticism. They forget past favors quickly. Only unmet needs are remembered. Appreciation feels absent. They take without balance. Kindness is consumed, not honored. Respect restores healthy exchange. They struggle with patience. Waiting feels unbearable. Delays trigger irritation. Immediate gratification dominates. Long processes bore them. They pressure quick decisions. Time is used to rush control. Reflection feels threatening. Stillness exposes motives. Patience weakens manipulation. They misuse silence strategically. Communication is withheld as punishment. Distance is used to control. You feel anxious. during gaps. Clarity is delayed intentionally. Silence creates insecurity. Resolution is postponed. Power grows in absence. Peace is disrupted quietly. Healthy silence never harms. They redefine loyalty unfairly. Agreement equals faithfulness. Questions feel like betrayal. Independent thought creates tension. They demand alignment, not honesty. Difference is punished subtly. Conformity is praised. Identity begins to shrink. Freedom feels risky. True loyalty allows truth. They appear calm during harm. Emotional coldness replaces concern. Your pain feels invisible. Reactions feel detached. Comfort is minimal. They observe more than support. Distance replaces compassion. Empathy feels absent. Stillness feels unsettling. Care should feel warm. They exaggerate their sacrifices. Effort is announced loudly. Giving seeks recognition. Reminders follow every favor. Debt is emphasized. Balance is ignored. Martyrdom becomes identity. Control hides in sacrifice. True giving is quiet. Love never keeps score. Hate destabilizes routines. Predictability threatens influence. Plans change suddenly. Consistency is disrupted. You stay alert constantly. Stability fades gradually. Control thrives in chaos. Order weakens manipulation. Peace requires rhythm. Chaos serves dominance. They mirror your personality early. Connection feels instant. Similarity feels uncanny. Trust forms too fast. Authenticity feels staged. Over time, mirroring fades. True self appears later. Bonding was strategic. Depth was artificial. Time reveals truth. They dismiss consequences. Impact feels irrelevant. After harm, life continues normally. Repair is avoided. Reflection feels unnecessary. Damage is minimized. You carry the weight alone. Accountability disappears. Healing becomes your task. Justice begins with awareness. Evil cannot hide forever. Patterns always repeat. Time uncovers intention. Distance restores perspective. Your intuition strengthens with trust. Peace returns with clarity. You are not wrong for leaving. Safety is wisdom, not fear. Light protects what darkness drains. Choose discernment over doubt. Remember this, evil loses its power the moment you choose awareness over fear, truth over confusion, and peace over proximity. Walk away without guilt, protect your light without apology, and trust this. What is good will never require you to destroy yourself to keep it.